Radiant team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team ban. Radiant team ban. Ten seconds remaining. Dire team ban. Radiant team pick. Dire team pick.
Send.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team pick.
Earth Shaker.
Ten seconds remaining. 5
Emerging
seconds
World
remaining.
South American Qualifier.
Radiant team pick.
Storm Spirit.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team ban.
Lion.
Radiant team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team ban. Radiant team ban. Dire team pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team pick.
Rubik.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team pick.
Death closet.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team pick.
Brewmaster.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team ban.
Juggernaut.
'Radiant team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team pick. You may now select your heroes.
One freaking Omni Knight though. That kind of pisses me off. I want to see some Omni Knight action. Maybe against like Brew Razor, you really don't want to go Omni Knight at all because of all the purges. But this seems good. I like the draft from SG. I think it's very clear how they win. Sacred, it's also clear how they win, which is just get Storm Spirit enormous, which they've been able to make happen over and over again. King Tekka playing the Panda, though. This is going to be fun. I have a feeling that, everybody talks about the Tidehunter taunt as being the best in the game, and I think it is up there. But the Brewmaster one's pretty solid as well. I'm sure we're going to see it this game. Had one of the... I'm going to tell this story again at some point, and I know that this story is going to be told to the public probably at some point by either Jack or Merlini, but we were playing a pub in China. And the reason I want to talk about it is because of the Brewmaster taunt and how good it is. I was like, they're never going to be able to deal with it. They're never going to be able to deal with me just taunting in their face over and over again. And so what we did was we did a Nyx Assassin Brewmaster dual offlane where Nyx was farming and I was the Brewmaster. And the China pubs, they weren't having any of it. It was a Brewmaster and a Nyx against an anti-mage disruptor lane, and somehow we collectively went 0-14 by the 8-minute mark, and disruptor was beyond godlike at like 8 minutes into the game. And it was a 4-stack of us, and then one poor Chinese guy who was the Razor on our team. And he had this like monk-like calm where he was never running into issues. He was, constantly making moves and trying to be proactive and helpful. And then at like the 20-minute mark, when I was like 0-12 or something, he just lost it. And he said, "Goddamn effing Panda, go back to NA." And that was the moment when I knew we had broken China pubs. So story time is over. Wards drop down here as well. Going to be able to block down this small camp. It's pretty nice. We also have the Dire Observer Ward, giving some good vision for Leo style in the mid lane. The Lane Ward, which I think SG has done every time, if I'm not mistaken. This is pretty much what they've done every stage of this, is they place down one ward to block out this camp, if they can, and then another one in lane to try and help zone out more effectively. But Fissure, Theo, still going to be able to make this work, it looks like. And Laposa gets himself a free wave. Not bad at all. Meanwhile, mid lane, 4DR. Trying to man up against Leo style, but with Matthew rotating in as well, they could be in some trouble. They're making this work. Fully blocked off. 4DR goes down. First blood drawn by Leo style. That is not the way you want to start against the Storm Spirit. Well, very good start for them. Benjaz in the meantime. It's so frustrating to play against. And it costs 25 mana, 70% mischance. Oh, lordy. That is the most frustrating thing. Well and truly. Allows him to secure that he gets this experience, but Ardino wants none of it. Just need to be careful about the Blade Fury. That's another way to lose. Oh. I was mixing this up the way that I thought it was going to go. And Matthew? Able to force them back.
That should help. Haste.
Cost to Bile, level 2. Is able to deal some damage there, but not quite enough. And, well, Matthew able to secure this bounty rune. Another one over there. Sacred get 3. And Benjaz still having a nice time in this off lane. Not quite as good as Leposu, who's gone off to the jungle now after taking out that creep wave and can jungle a little bit more. Haste turn on Theo. Doesn't look like he's going to be able to get in a position quickly enough. And instead, they might think about going onto this Death Prophet again. Matthew is here with the Fissure. And, yeah, we'll see if they want to go for it. Theo there as well. I think it's a little bit too hard with the Sand King in the area. Yeah, they're heading out. So instead, it's going to be Sacred, who bring the Rubik down bottom with Benjaz. The Hex is there, the lift, the pullback. And they're going to spin now and start to take him down. He's going to be forced to TP away. Is going to get out of there, just barely. I should have mentioned this, though. I thought it was going to be the King Tekka Panda, but apparently he doesn't play that, as he's playing the Razor. And joke's on you. Static Link doesn't work if there's nobody in the lane. And because of that, Leposu just able to pull the creep wave past, and this is actually, I think, really, really good for SG. Like, he can just farm here, and there's nothing that the Razor can really do against this. I'm almost wondering if it might have been more worth it for Razor. This is the good play. He's going to pull it over to the hard camp. So he'll be able to CS both from the hard camp as well as from the full creep wave, as long as he gets the last hits here. But I was almost wondering if it might be more worth it for him to go for the passive. Fissure connected there onto Theo. Slowed a little bit for the moment. With the clap, they can maybe find the chase. The Fissure, he's on the wrong side of it, though. And they're not able to find the kill. The Fissure actually blocking them off from it now. But yeah, that little play that they're able to do with King Tekka, farming up the creep wave and the hard camp, obviously looking good there. But Leposu's getting a ton out of this offlane. He's level 5 compared to Benjaz, who's level 3. And like, normally you would say that this is okay because Rubik is here getting some as well, but it's actually a Lion who's still ahead of him, level 3 on the Lion. I guess the plus side is that your Razor's level 6 in comparison to Costabal's level 4. So maybe it does all work out, but I don't know. Feels like Leposu's gonna have a good game for himself. Mid lane though, Leo Style against the DP, 26 and 12 versus 25 and 5. Leo Style about to get level 6, as will DP shortly. And it's a rotation. My God, rotation and a half. Sacred wanting to find this kill onto the Death Prophet, and in fact, it looks like that's going to happen. They pull him in into the clap, and there's the Fissure. The Spirit Siphon, though. My God, look at the heal. They're all starting to fall. Are they actually going to be able to turn this completely? They don't quite have enough, but they will end up losing. Leo Style didn't quite manage to make his way out of there. Not level 6 yet. And well, that's the danger of bringing so many heroes, I guess. Can Spirit Siphon up from that? It's like dangerously close to almost everybody dying. And he's like, get me out of here. I just want to go farm the jungle, get my level 6. Then I'll head back out afterwards. Well, Sabal could think about going here onto Benjaz. He does have enough for both spin and Omni Slash, but it's a little bit tough. Now he's taking tower damage. It's fine though. Mid lane, SG getting set to make a rotation onto Leo again if he shows in lane, but instead it's going to be Rubik, who's going to try and play this a little bit safer. Maybe Theo makes this dive here happen. That'd be scary. The lift, the pull. They have another fissure. 40R taking some damage. They impale Earthspike to turn it back around though. Spirit Siphon onto 2. They're dealing a lot of damage. Hex is still working. Are they going to go fully forward for this one? They get the kill with the Razor and now taking down Bardino as well. Theo, he's still sandstorming away here. The fissure comes out and they find a triple. King Tekka making it all work, and now the Omni Slash isn't enough. Theo is going to end up finding that kill in the Leo style. Laposa running away as well. They've got the damage coming in. No static link, which would have been able to be enough to maybe focus down that Juggernaut with Eye of the Storm on him as well, but doesn't end up working. Still 3 for 1. The one is Storm, and that one hurts.
Bottom tower is under attack.
Bounty.
As far as the net worth is concerned, it's still Razor top of the marks. King Tekka having a hell of a game. Point with the Dragon Lance soon to be in his inventory. Lots of pings in this area. Lion is almost level 6. Let's take a look at some of these other levels. Sand King has been struggle bucket central. That's the big issue so far. Theo not really able to get that much done for himself. Currently level 3. I guess though, if you can get into Tranquils at a decent time, and it might be okay. But they keep on having to sit mid. They just want to protect this DP at whatever cost. And maybe, in fact, that's what those pings were about. Make them move up towards top. See, I wonder if they wait like a minute, they could maybe find... God, they're not even picking up the bounty runes. They could maybe find a really easy kill onto King Tekka. They're not sure where he is. But yeah, another minute, they could have had the Tome of Knowledge and then Finger of Death, but they found themselves King Tekka. The rotations comes in. Exorcism already there. Burrow Strike to follow. And they do get the finish. That's a big kill. And it's something that you don't expect. Maybe that's even more part of the reason why it's a better play there. As Matthew going to be found, Burrow Strike, and killed. But you don't expect that type of rotation to come before the 10-minute mark, because you would think you would want to have Finger of Death for that, but they make it work before that happens. And, well, a big play. Lion's going to get his level 6 now. All the other creep waves are in a position where it's hard for Sacred to immediately punish. Like, they're going to push out mid here, but the damage onto the tower is going to be very insignificant, particularly with Laposa TPing in. And he is level 9. And look at this guy. The madman. So we're talking about, though. Laposa's going to have a damn good game. Just become this big, tanky, bulky underlord. It's hard to deal with. I guess the downside is that DP still is struggling a lot, and that's something that SG are going to have to deal with eventually. As Storm, going to be able to back away. Theo is up here with the Razor. They realize he's in the area, stealing damage. Could turn, but it's just going to be an Earth Spike there. And now pulling the creep wave in, and well, this big old stack should go down very rapidly. 2 points in Sandstorm. They've got Crypt Swarm. Yummy, yummy experience and gold. How close is Sand King to his Blink Dagger? He's pretty close. He might even just not go Tranquils. That's real good. Oh. Laposa, Arcanes. He's got 1,900 gold on top of that. He can just like sit mid here, and every time he wants to, just like throw out the Firestorm, kill off all the creeps, and hold that tower. And you don't want to dive an Underlord here. Sounds awful. It's getting close to Guardians. Not really close. 2,000 gold away. Still. At this point, SG getting pretty much everything that they want around the map, even getting the D wards. Vision-wise, Radiant, or rather Dire, playing pretty much in the dark. They just have this one ward over here. Radiant, likewise playing in fairly lacking vision areas, but... maybe a kill onto Benjaz if he's not careful. He has his Blink Dagger done. Where does Sacred want to go with this? I guess it's just, again, trying to react to the DP movement around the map. Storm Spirit already has Kaya? Alright, Leo style. Not bad. Costabile moving in. Has the healing ward down. Matthew, Fissure on the wrong side. They still have the healing ward working, and the Earth Spike connects onto two. Omni Slash and the Finger of Death. Benjaz is gone. Oh, man. Time to get the hell out of there. They also steal Omni Slash, though. So maybe a way for Sacred to do something in the next couple minutes here. That's not a bad steal for the Rubik, as 40R still holding on to a long duration of his ultimate. They're going to deal a lot of damage to this tower. All the ghosts, spooky ghosts. But they use the glyph, and now everybody hops in. They're trying to bring down Laposa. He is barely going to get out. My goodness, that was close. That's actually the danger now. Razor can kind of become like, not necessarily a bursty hero, but more bursty than I think people expect, because Eye of the Storm prioritizes whoever you're static linked. So it does actually start to work a little bit better for bursting through somebody, particularly if you have like a lot of other physical damage. And that Rubik using Omni Slash there almost was able to turn it. Well, we are 1,400 gold away from Greaves. Maybe close to trying to take down Roshan as well. Like, honestly, with Firestorm, it becomes pretty quick and easy to take Roche. They may have to do it with like the next exorcism or something, but there's a chance that they could do it even without that, if Juggernaut's there and whatever else. Stupendous. But Sacred, they smoke down bottom. A little bit of an odd decision to smoke there. I guess that they were hoping for somebody to TP back after the Underlord ulti.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Invisibility.
Invis Storm comes mid. It's gonna farm. They're gonna push bottom. Sacred all kind of spread out around the map trying to farm up, while SG playing a much more group style, with the exception of Theo, who's gonna be able to take some farm in the mid lane. No points in Caustic either for him, just the straight up farm in and battle build.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Bum
attack.
bum 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 bum. Do they push? Try and kill Zuko. Doesn't feel like it'd be that good.
Radiant's bottom
Tanking force back. They take the bottom tier 1 tower, and now people TPing back to maybe try and battle here, but Costabile gets down the healing ward. And now Tinkin Tower can move in with the next creep wave if he wants. Mid lane to jump here onto the Sand King. Echo Slam and everything used. So he does fall. It's getting close to that Blink Dagger, but doesn't quite finish it off. And now Costabile spin TP away. Not enough damage being dealt there. Instead, it's going to be the mid lane where they go. Exorcism used. And maybe from this straight into Roche? Maybe? Do they battle here? They're just going back to the other tower. This is a nice little play here. I like that. They tried to pull her out of it, but they just go immediately to the tier 1 tower, and they can go again if they want to. That was kind of cool. It's a nice way to save the DP from the fissure. Nifty play from Laposa. Maybe they don't need to force Roche. Maybe I'm crazy. Juggernaut's going to have his Manta style here in a second. Meanwhile, Benjaz is walking down bottom. Maybe a battle of Bruin. They do have vision here, though. They got to be very careful. Ward is in the area. It's one of the few ones that's on the map right now for the Dire, and Radiant maybe realizing that something's afoot. They back out a little bit. Can go for the spin TP in a second here if he wants to, or Costabile can just farm this out and push the next creep wave. Greaves about to be completed for Laposa. And Benjaz close to treads. Here's the real question. Does he decide to go for Midas on the brew? Manta done. Matthew saving up for dreams of a Blink Dagger at some point.
Go for my top.
While
His bottom tower is under attack.
Arnino keeps farming up for himself. It's going to be a long time before he gets into a Blink Dagger, though. It's a sad life of a lion. Look at how much damage they did to this tier 2 tower here. It's pretty nuts. Dire Scan, that runs into 4DR. A little bit of an awkward placement there, since there wasn't really anybody else in the area. But SG now with the smoke, and their Greaves done. It's time to head in. So you can see how much damage this Firestorm does to Roche. It's kind of ridiculous, actually. Like, down to about a quarter HP there. Down to half HP now. Another Firestorm used. And Roche is basically gone. Play Underlord in your pubs, folks. It's a good hero. Oh, DP gonna go for a heart next. 40R, just not messing around. Bottom lane, it's going to be again King Tekka showing off that new BKB in a little while. We'll see if they decide to fight around this area next. This seems like a really good fight for the Radiant, wherever they want to take it. Like Aegis online, they've got the Blink Dagger done, Greaves, everything basically for SG. Costabile's going to come back in there, spin, take down the creep wave, and dare somebody to go on him. The Aegis in hand.
Yes.
But after that little flurry of excitement earlier, we basically had nothing between the two teams. It's been a long period of just farming. Obviously an elimination match at this point. Both teams wanting to get to these major. Top lane, they found themselves an opening. They've got themselves King Tekka, and I don't know what he was doing there. That is a rough one, rough one, rough one. Mid lane, Costabile gets the spin off. A Rubik also with the Blade Fury there. This feels like SG are just going to be able to run down lanes. Like, I don't know. That kill onto Razor hurts a lot. And with an Aegis online, Laposa, he doesn't give a damn about anything. He can just tank this tower himself. I don't really know what Sacred do at this point. Probably the best play is to like get a lift onto somebody with Benjaz. Just keep like the Jug out of the fight maybe. But yeah, I don't know. This could be tough. This is pressure onto high ground. Glyph forced out. That's Exorcism still going to be around a little bit when they come back in, but they go forward, take down the healing ward, trying to see if they can eat through Costa by a little bit. Razor's back in. They're jumping in. The fissure, Matthew, they want it bad, but it's not going to happen. They don't have the damage. And Underlord, again, showing the strength of this hero and what you can do when you play around your push timings. I mean, that's something that they can do over and over again, right? Like, you Exorcism, you walk high ground, you fully commit to it. As long as Underlord doesn't die, you're set. Bloodstone picked up now for the Storm Spirit after Kaya. Still remember the days when Bloodstone had 8 charges. Now you start with 14 of these things. Guys got regen out the wazoo. Maelstrom done for the Juggernaut now. Sacred realizing they don't want to battle into that Juggernaut. They're smoking mid, but little do they know SG don't give a damn. They want to push down bottom. There is some movement right here from Theo. I don't know about this play. This seems questionable at best to come and try and defend against this. Theo's just dead. Or he's going to live forever. And he blinks away. And now they push high ground. Oh, God. Please tell me they have TPs. Sacred TP status. Earthshaker and Rubik do not. Earthshaker and Rubik have to... They're running back. Rubik already used his. But Earthshaker's running back. They don't want to fully commit for that, though. Theo's going to come join them now. They have another 45 seconds left on the Aegis. If Sacred marked the time of this, they should know that they can still take this fight. It looks like SG want to go in through the mid lane. Kind of a scary state of affairs. The creep wave is far away. Again, the Aegis, 30 seconds from expiring. If they wait for this creep wave, they're going to start the fight right around the time the Aegis expires. This could be really bad for SG if they're not careful. They're walking up high ground. Costa Bile, he's got to be careful. 15 seconds before the Aegis. But Earthshaker able to get a fissure out now as well. They're already starting to take down and kill off that Underlord. He's almost dead. He is going to end up dying. There's no way out for the rest of these heroes now. The Iliocare jumps forward. The Aegis expires. He's gone. No, he's actually able to get it off in time. There was almost no time left at all in the Aegis sense of keeping him back alive. But our Sacred's still going to be able to fight through this. Matthew, he has another fissure available as well as the Echo Slam. Hasn't committed it as of yet. They jump forward. Leo Style very low on mana though. He's silenced as well. They get the turnaround. They lose the Stormster. He's back up in 5 seconds. Can they find the finish? Underlord is back in. He went for the Dark Rift into this fight. And they make it work. They take down 2-3. 9-9 is the score. It's a big win so far for Sacred, but can they find any more? Another stun, another silence. The Echo Slam. A Blink Dagger got broken. Leo Style will get away. But it hurts. It's these moments you'll want to be able to find that perfect opportunity. Laposa's blocked off now, and he doesn't wait to get out of here. So this is at least going to be another kill going their way. They want to find more, though, and they have been able to find themselves the Lions, so they get another kill. 9-11. It's something. And they do hold their tier 3 tower. That was actually a huge win for Sacred. It sucks losing your Storm Spirit like that. It would have been nice if they could have just killed the Jug. I swear to God, I thought I heard the sound of the Aegis expiring, but I guess it was just a little bit off the mark there. But Sacred hold. That's big. That's a big win for them. Can they do anything here? I think they can, actually. I don't know if he'd have to commit exorcism or not, but they're going to be able to slow him down and start to do some damage. BKB popped at the very least. And now Costabile here as well. But the purge was enough to get Razor away and alive.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Stupendous.
Radiant's middle tower has been denied.
Spare your guys' ears from that. So Storm realizing he's going to need to go BKB next as well for Leo style. He's almost level 18 now. Roche 30 seconds before the respawn.
Is under attack.
I know how to handle such power.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
But another push towards mid and Exorcism popped. Can they do it again? Sacred needing everything this time. Jump forward, ulti already there. Do they get the lift up? Can they catch any of these heroes? Costabile's shown back up as well. And they get the lift up onto one. Razor still doing some damage. They're still pretty far away from being able to do any significant damage to anybody of SG. And now that's Panda ulti down. I mean, they were able to force back the exorcism though. So that works. The Brewlings took a lot of that damage from the exorcism. And again, they keep their tier 3 tower alive. Another win for Sacred. Honestly, they're making it work. And now what was once a 7,000 gold lead roughly is down to just 2,000. A huge swing in experience.
Gold is a great conductor.
So Underlord now with Hood and a Greaves. If you're SG, you gotta start feeling a little bit antsy now. Granted, I think that last one was done with Arcane Rune, so SG might feel comfortable just running high ground again. What's the TP status?
Top tower is under attack.
They have Brew ulti back up in 30. Everybody has TPs, and they're gonna need to do it right now because the rest of SG is here.
Fallen.
They're knocking on the high ground. It's time to party. They found the Rubik. He's gonna die. He does throw down the Firestorm first. No, he didn't actually get it down. And 4DR pops his ulti yet again. Now the tier 3 tower is down. Razor, the link is broken. Epicenter going forward. Found themselves one Omni Slash on top. It's enough to bring him down. Razor buys back immediately now. And we'll see if they can make it happen. The Echo Slam and a half, but it's not enough. The Hex able to interrupt the chain stun coming from Matthew, looking for his opening onto his fissure. Wants to take down Laposa. Can they find the kill? They're gonna be able to take him down, and Leo Style still lives. This is a great moment right here for Sacred. If they can find the finish, and it looks like indeed they're gonna be able to do it. They take down 3 heroes from SG, and while the barracks does eventually fall, Sacred win big. I guess it cost the Razor the buyback too. But I think that doesn't matter that much. Like, Razor at this stage of the game doesn't feel like the most important hero. Storm Spirit is going to carry you for this game. And actually, honestly, I don't even know if he can be able to carry you. Looking at the lineup again. Lion, it's tough to burst him, particularly since he has a Ghost Scepter. One of the better ways to deal with the Storm Spirit. Sand King. I guess Storm is going to have his BKB.
Radiant are scanning.
Regen rune picked up also. But Costabile, his Blink Dagger being canceled. They jump forward, try and find the kill. Are they going to be able to catch? Are they going to be able to do it? Leo Style still with his Regen rune in hand. It does get interrupted, and now he's low on mana, actually. Costabile's gonna maybe get out of here. Oh, the Healing Ward, not quite enough, but they find themselves Laposta. They take down the Healing Ward, seeing if they can finish him off. DP shows up, and with that, Sacred back out. Burrow strike. I don't know if they can kill him here. It's going to be a lift up. Enchant Totem to turn. Another root. Leo style silence. Another root. Leo style silence. Still silenced, but they've already taken down the Lion, and now 4DR left completely alone. It doesn't matter. Sacred winning this one. Spirit Siphon doing a ton of damage, though. They are going to barely be able to find that finish. So 4 end up dying. Another big win for Sacred, and it feels like it's just sort of this rolling boulder of momentum that's pulling Sacred into the lead. Now an 11 to 12,000 experience lead.
Radiant structures are fortified.
SG, this game has been slipping away slowly and steadily, and with next Roche on the menu, this could be that moment that they're looking for. This is going to be Aegis Cheese. The BKB is done for Storm. You have a BKB done for Benjaz as well. And it looks like they're going to have to call off the charge there. It's a little bit too scary to go in for Roche. Maybe SG is willing to take it, though.
Dire's middle barracks has fallen.
Laposa's doing it.
Dire are scanning.
Arcane Rune as well. Roche almost dead. Storm is on the other side of the map right now. Do they realize that this is happening? I mean, getting away with this Aegis is big. Sacred kind of miss out there. Burrow strike connects. The BKB pop, the Echo Slam, but the Hex, the turnaround. There's going to be the Omni Slash, the Finger of Death to finish. It was a save from the line, but it's not enough of a save. They still end up losing 2, and now the epicenter. Can they find these kills? The Earth Spike just a little bit off the mark, and they're able to get the Panda ulti as well. Moments and seconds separating these two teams, but in the end, SG can't quite do it.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
And look at this Panda. They get the lift up onto the Lion in the base. I mean, they're not going to die for that, but they'll take this tower, and another big win for Sacred. And they force the buyback from the Underlord. With that, Sacred are going to back out yet again. Everybody gets the TPs out of there. And there's these little things that, like, you've got yourselves the barracks in the mid lane, but it's feeling like every team fight basically is going the way of Sacred. There's been a couple of wins, a couple of pickoffs here and there from SG, but it's not quite enough. And like the Lion with the counter initiation there on the Earth Spirit, or Earth Shaker, excuse me. Bardinho has been playing this really, really well, but there's only so much that a Lion can do. If 3 heroes get echoed, it's not a good look. My dog is whining about the state of affairs for SG. But 12 to 21 and high ground in their sights. We've got a heart on DP. Building towards the Octarine core next. But this is the moment. You walk forward. They cast the silence first, that way they weren't able to steal Exorcism. Tower's starting to drop. They pull her up to the high ground. Pull back in again with the Electric Vortex, looking for an opening. BKB pop for Razor. Can they go in a second round? It's really hard to make this work. They only did, what is this? 600 damage to the tower? Cheese there. Aegis still on Jug. But they will take down these shrines at the very least. And everybody hops in the car. Theo gets left behind. That's fine. You take a look at the net worths right now. It's still Razor and Storm that are top 2 for them. And this Underlord's been able to do a lot. That's definitely been the saving grace. But now with the Panda coming online and getting into some of these bigger auras, it might be an issue. Ian trying to get towards the Force Staff next. Normally you end up seeing like a blink early on, but I guess with the Earthshaker on the enemy team, it's a little bit scary to not have any other saving items. Like if he can get a Force Staff out onto any of those Echo targets and like just allow Earthshaker to not get his full assortment off, could be really, really good. Because honestly, even if like he does find the Hex immediately onto Earthshaker, there's still enough of a stun that they can follow up with like a Panda jump and clap and everything. Round 2. Let's see what they can do. 3,000 HP DP. I was kind of wondering if she was going to go for the plus 1% max health Spirit Siphon, but it's all good. Also that 500 health talent. It looks like Sacred want to try and take the fight before they go for high ground. And you can see right here as well, these wards placed down. They're looking for an opening. Matthew, he sees all of this. The Echo Slam. It's there immediately. They blow him the hell up. Oh, God. Underlord never stood a chance. He finally gets all his items off. Is Kostabal going to be able to walk away from this? He gets the Omni Slash off, trying to turn it. Masuko, he's going to end up dying. Gets the blink away as well. Off to the side, and he does get the TP out of there. No, not enough. 3 gone in an instant, and that time there was no damage dealt to the tower at all. Oh, God, you got to get a gem or something. SG. The lack of vision. The gem is immediately queued up by Theo. They realized that there was 10 billion wards in the area, just scouting all of that out. And honestly, even if they did get this ward with a gem, this ward up here as well is really, really cool vision. They knew that's where SG were going to go, and they punish heavily. Well, Sacred now. Even with Earthshaker and Rubik gone, they are ready to put the hurt to SG. 28 seconds, no Juggernaut. 15 seconds, no Underlord.
Radiant's middle tower has
And a Storm Spirit that's starting to spin wildly out of control.
Radiant's bottom shrine is under attack.
Has his Orchid done? They've got the gem. Razor's almost level 25. That is spooky, spooky.
Has fallen.
$39 minutes into this. It's a 2,000 gold lead right now for Sacred. 20,000 experience lead. Ooh, doggy. That's what happens when you 5-man. And 100 health to primal split units is the pick for Benjaz. We've already seen how much those can soak up from damage from the DP. And that extra bit of it is really quite helpful. Storm Spirit zips up. Takes it down. All right, now they got to get a ward down here, right? They've got to get a ward down. Where's the ward? They got the gem. They're going to see it this time around, and they're going to feel like they're safe. They're going to think that everything's fine and dandy. SG, as they get ready to push. The thing they don't know, there's another ward over there. All right, maybe they're not even feeling comfortable going up high ground, honestly. They've got Cheese. Roshan capable to respawn in... When's it back up? When's our buddy here? A minute and a half. That's not too bad.
Time to hide in plain sight.
So Scotty is going to be the choice for the Razor. Oh no. Oh no. They get the catch though. That's an Omni slash Solon. Can they turn this back around on a Costabile? He's starting to drop low. Rubik doing a ton of damage. He'll be able to force that forward and find the finish. Thelio Core going to die as well. Laposa just wants to take somebody home, but he's going home solo this time. They take down 3, and again, Sacred. Just with those perfect initiations, and then the Storm Spirit able to follow it up. It did force the buyback of the Panda, but this might be enough to push for another lane. They actually do need to deal with these Juggernaut illusions and the catapult, so Rubik is going to head up there. Buyback from the Juggernaut. No other buybacks as of yet. Underlord going to throw out his Firestorm. And also catch for a moment this Storm Spirit Leo. Brought down to very low HP, but is able to back out. Ended up going for that automatically creating Remnant build. I think that the DP also just picked up the 500 health talent, so she's getting tankier. Look at all these remnants. And Shaker now has the Shadow Blade on top of everything else. Gem on him. They drop down a ward. Waiting for somebody to walk forward. But it's going to be SG that want to stick together, as has been the case so far this game. Razor got his 100 attack speed talent. This could be the moment they're waiting for. But Matthew, Shadow Blade. They see Laposa. Do they see anybody else? They find somebody in the back line. Looking for the opening. A great silence, though. Able to interrupt the jump that was coming from Matthew, and they force him back away. Echo Slam not really working for them. Costabile actually got the ulti up. They're able to run away from them. That Omni Slash making the Jug a liver. But now, how much longer is he going to be a liver? They have the ulti from Laposa. Everybody grouping up. They're able to get everybody out except for Bardinho. That was so close to losing the Juggernaut, though. You take that for the Lion every day of the week. Echo used, Brew ulti used, Razor ulti used. Granted, that one's back up shortly. Rubik stole Darkrift, which is also kind of interesting. And now, Sacred looking for another opening in the top lane. Nobody there. I think SG realizing that, you know, stuff's not working up top. This isn't our place that we want to play. We're going to go bottom. Screw everybody. What's the right attitude? The unfortunate part is that Sacred is going to be able to secure Roshan while that's happening. Any chance for a big steal? Nobody from SG's in the area. It instead is going to be a slow push along bottom. Costabile realizing that he can't really fully commit for this, and well, they're going to be able to deal some damage to this tower, but immediately interrupted by Leo Style, who's there.
I'm over here.
Goes out a millionaire charge onto the creep wave. God, Razor is just such a hard hero to deal with nowadays. And actually, Costabile gets away there for the moment. They spot out 40R. Nothing to break that TP, though. Storm Spirit a little bit late to the party. But we're really seeing the separation of net worths and the struggle that's been DP's game. You'd love to be able to get into an Octarine core. It means that you're going to survive through the fight most likely with the spell lifesteal, more duration, or rather more consistent ultimates. You're going to have it more often. Oh, Matthew. Flirting with greatness here. Are they going to find it? Are they going to kill him? They get the fissure onto Juggernaut. Laposa, though, tanky as all hell, able to get the Force Staff walking away. Is it going to be enough? No. He is eventually killed off. And when you can just do that, like that tells you how bad this game has turned for SG. Who at one point were continually knocking on high ground and just not able to break through. "46 minutes in, 15 to 29. And they just ulti for this and dare SG to come at them. The wraparound, they thought about it. Buyback from Underlord. They've got to do something here. You got to battle. Ain't no half-stepping. Blink Dagger from Jug. They're ready for the opening. If they can find it with the Sand King, they need to wait for that Brew ulti to wear off. You refreshers. Ready to go for round 2. Are they prepared? Do they know? They don't have vision of him, but the jump forward and Asuko, he pops the ultimate stolen from Underlord, and they get the hell out of there. Oh, and SG. Revenge. That's what happens. Showing why this is a pretty good spell to steal. They did go for the 300 telekinesis land distance, which also can sometimes make the difference for that Underlord ulti. Butterfly Razor. Oh no, but wait, this wraparound. This could be big. If they can find him, blow up Benjes. He does have his ultimate though. I don't know if they can burst him in time. Bardino walks forward. The Hex is there. They try and find him. He gets the BKB off. It's gonna be the turnaround they need. Echo Slam. It's more than enough. They steal away the Earth Spike as well. Cost a pile. Nowhere left to go. He's stunned. He's killed. They're dead. It's over. It's all gone wrong, and GG is called. The ultra kill from King Tekka to see the cherry on top. That is going to be sacred. Moving on to the next round of this tournament with an emphatic victory over SG Esports. The first major qualified for this team.